G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza, and this video is the showcase and the announcement of the winners for the February 2017 Challenge of the Month, entitled Epic Arty Party. I want to start off by giving a huge thank you to everyone who supported us by getting the t-shirts. It was a limited run, so they're not up anymore, but thank you so much to everyone who got them, and I hope you enjoy them. Also, those of you who are interested, make sure to check out the slideshow, which shows all of the entries to this Challenge of the Month. Because there are so many entries, I can't showcase all of them every challenge of the month, but I do release a slideshow video which has all of the entries, which you can check out with the link in the card and in the description. For this month's Challenge of the Month, participants were required to create a digital or traditional illustration depicting an arty party, celebrating art and artwork with color and art supplies, and most of all, lots of fun and a partying atmosphere. There were a huge number of entries, and I'm so grateful for everyone who participated, but without further ado, let's begin with the showcase and some highlights for the entries to this month's Challenge of the Month. We'll start off with an illustration by Albert Mandrax, who has a depiction of some dancing art mannequins having a bit of a party and splashing around in some paint on a palette. I love the textures of the watercolor in the piece, and it's a really nice and fun depiction of an arty party. Kadiari Barrow's piece has a really cool art style and a really nice, fun, vibrant atmosphere with lots of people dancing around covered in their paint. Katie Vonart's entry is a really whimsical feeling piece with lots of mice dancing around in their paint and art supplies on a table. This entry has a really cool storybook aesthetic to it, like something I'd see in my toddler's reading books. Artist It's Raining Tea created a really cool depiction using watercolors of two people having a bit of an arty party. I love the textures and the naturalistic feel of the piece. It has a really warm, heartfelt atmosphere to it. Scribblefix's entry has an awesome sense of scale with a huge amount of people in a massive auditorium setting, all engaging in different fun and creative activities. I love the vibrancy and colors and the effective sense of scale. Casparde's piece shows a huge amount of people getting together and painting a skyscraper. First and foremost, I should say how impressive the perspective and the ambition of the piece and the scale is. The second thing I should mention is that I'm a bit of a boring old dad now, because I saw it and I thought, my goodness, that is really unsafe. Akane 1412 created a really cool arty party scene with a whole bunch of people working on one piece. I love the party atmosphere and the vibrant use of colors throughout this traditional piece. Fire Scribble's entry has a really lovely art style to it. I love that soft, muted mix of colors and that really nice inked outlines on the characters and the imaginative composition of the piece and the way it all comes together. Hannah Noel has a cool little composition idea of showing the arty party in as a photo on a wall. A very clever way of depicting the capturing of a memory, and I love the way that everyone's cramming in to get into the photo, which helps emphasize the chaotic fun of the arty party depicted. Lexi Doodle's piece has a really cool top-down perspective where you can see a whole bunch of people engaging in different arty activities. There's something about this piece which is really just calming to look at and fun to sort of enjoy observing the different activities of people having a good old creative time. Gina Stator's piece has a fantastic cartoony art quality to it. A lot of fun activities happening throughout the piece, from the foreground, midground, all the way to the background. Lots of colors and some great expressions. Snoz Rapmot's entry is really fun with a load of chaotic, arty fun happening all throughout the piece. I love the miscellaneous special guest throughout the piece, and the feeling of the piece when I first saw it was sort of like, oh, this reminds me of Where's Wally? And then all of a sudden, there was Wally. So extra bonus points for capturing that aesthetic and then including our little Easter egg there. Neil Thackar's piece has a really cool casual feel to it, almost like a bit of a hip underground scene that a lot of artists are getting together to have their party at. Mackenzie's entry encapsulates a sense of wonderment as you can see the art supplies and creations coming to life in the middle of the night. I love the warm atmosphere and the sense of wonderment it really invokes. Jack Phantom's entry has a load of special guests scattered throughout the piece, and it's one of those things that you can sort of look at all day and even segment separate parts of it and have an enjoyable scene in and of itself. I love the way that this artist has captured a sense of fun and chaos throughout the piece. Once again, a huge thank you to all of the participants who made those entries, but all participants in general. I do want to reiterate, as I do every month, that judging the Challenge of the Month is really difficult, but it's also a really exciting and wonderful process, because I really can see the heart that's gone into every piece, as I'm sure you can by seeing them in this video and in the slideshow. So once again, thank you to all of those awesome participants. So now we move on to the prize categories. The Challenge of the Month is divided into two categories, the open category and the beginner category. So I'm going to start start off by sharing the runner-up and the winner to the beginner category for the challenge of the month. And the winner of the beginner category runner-up prize goes to Malhabagi with a piece called Epic ARTY War. In the midground of the piece are two sides of a table combating with their depictions of different superheroes and adventurers combating one another, but all in the spirit of camaraderie as they cheer each other on and have a good time with their art. Like the way the artist has included a competitive but fun atmosphere. You can really imagine the cheers and the fun tension building as people face their illustrated adventurers off with one another. And the winner of the beginner category goes to Jenny135679, whose depiction of the ARTY party is broken up into 6 different panels, each represented in a different art style, all continuing the same scene. A really clever execution and a great way of thinking outside the box and showing that they're having fun with art while depicting a whole lot of other people having fun with art too. So fantastic work. Congratulations to our beginner category winners. The runner-up will be receiving an item of their choosing from my JAZZA'Studios.com shop. The JAZZA'Studios.com shop is a place where I sell all of my ebooks, photo references, video courses, digital brushes, my ARTY Games app, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. It's a place where I sell items that I carefully craft to help inspire or educate people who want to create art, and also it's a huge support to my family and my channel. So if you're interested in any of the stuff there, make sure to go check it out and pick something up for yourself. The winner of the beginner category will receive a signed copy of my How to Draw book, Draw with Jazza Creating Characters. You guys can check it out on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Make sure to check it out. I'll put the link in the card and in the description. The winner of the beginner category will also receive a Stillman & Byrne Epsilon Series 5.5 by 8.5 sketchbook, as well as an item of their choosing from the JAZZA'Studios.com shop. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived to the announcement of the finalists and the runner-up and winner to the open category, which is very difficult to judge, but I judge all of these pieces on these 3 parameters which I outlined in the announcement video, those being the technical execution or the quality of the art, the effectiveness with which the artist has conveyed the excitement of people making a party out of art, and the creativity and the ambition of the piece. Basically, the finalists of the open category are all pulled together from entries that have most effectively executed on these 3 conditions, and from that pool of finalists I select a winner and a runner-up. But all of the finalists will be receiving an item of their choosing from the JAZZA'Studios.com shop. Artist Libanico really effectively conveyed a fantasy scene with a whole bunch of different scenarios showing these characters and creatures participating in crafty and arty activities, and then once your eyes had a chance to enjoy the scene in front of you, you realize that it's all a creation of an artist far in the distance. A really clever concept and very well executed. Chloe Marianne has a fantastic painting style. I love the use of vivid and neon colors through her piece. You see 3 artists and their 3 individual creations behind them, well composed and really fun atmosphere and emotion conveyed in the piece. Mr. Survivor had one of the most amped up ARTY party scenes for the challenge of the month. I love the way that the foreground and midground background all mix in together to create this epic pumping jam with a whole bunch of different guest artists up the front there. I'm quite enjoying having a place of honor amongst Mark Crilly and Bailey J. Yenba's piece is fantastically well painted with an ambitious camera angle. I love the arty painting style and the way that each of these artists wields a different weapon of choice. A stylus, a pencil, VR and a paintbrush, all united together for the glory of art. Yuri of the Castle's entry initially struck me as something of a fantasy scene, and then I realized that these creatures were being created and painted by artists, and as my eyes wandered around the scene I could see a whole bunch of different artists participating in different creations, and I love the fantastical portrayal of this unique and colourful arty party. Shaquille Sadler's entry, Lucky Number 15, is a really fun depiction of an artist drinking their paint water while being surrounded by a whole bunch of different arty creations. It's really well painted with some great lighting, and I like the way that the cartoony characters mix with the more carefully gradiented painted character and background. Amazing pieces this month, I'm sure you'll agree. We have now, though, arrived to the runner-up and the winner of the open category. And the runner-up to the open category goes to Keisato Shia Art. The artist has depicted myself, Daniel Avisi, and Ross, all combining our powers to create a lady in the middle there, and I was particularly amused that I was focusing so carefully on creating the shirt on this girl, seemingly with a lot of attention to the size of her shirt. I love the party atmosphere and the mix of colours, the very ambitious painting style, and the way that they've incorporated the artist's different style and personality into the one piece. Fantastic work. Congratulations to our runner-up winner. You will be receiving a signed copy of the art compilation book 21 Draw, the Illustrator's Guidebook hardcover special edition. The open category runner-up will also receive a Stillman & Byrne Epsilon Series 9x12 sketchbook and an item of their choosing from the JAZZA'S shop. And now, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, we have arrived to the winner of the February 2017 Challenge of the Month. And the winner of the open category is artist Fondimon with their piece depicting an epic arty party in the park. This scene is astoundingly well painted, with that really nice gradation to the distant background being sort of faded into the ambient environment, with the foreground and the characters being so well crafted and painted, each with a very well defined and presented character and style. The composition and the energy are fantastic, and this artist really shows off their chops in this fantastic entry. So congratulations, and thank you so much for contributing your talent to this Challenge of the Month and participating in our arty party. Congratulations to our winner. You will be receiving a medium Wacom Intuos Pro tablet. This digital tablet is the top of the line of pad tablets on the market today. It features wireless capabilities, a huge amount of pressure sensitivity, as well as touch control. It's a sleek design and a really awesome professional quality tablet capable of producing all kinds of amazing things. I highly recommend Wacom digital tablets. I use them myself. Feel free to check out their products with the links in the description and in the card. The first prize winner will, of course, also be receiving an item of their choosing from the JAZZA'S shop. The first prize winners of both the open and beginner categories will be receiving 1 year full supporter status on NEWGROUNDS.com, granting ad-free enjoyment of the website, username changes, secret content, exclusive previews, and more. NEWGROUNDS is an amazing independent community which has been a huge part of building my personal career, along with a whole bunch of other artists you probably know and respect, such as Egoraptor and Oni and G and the Super Meat Boy team. So if you're an artist or animator, game designer, or musician, make sure to go over to NEWGROUNDS, get involved in the community, share your work, and of course, if you're interested in supporting that awesome independent community, why not take a look at becoming a supporter? I'll put a link in the card and in the description. One final big thank you to the sponsors of this Challenge of the Month. These are products and people and services that I love and stand by and have stood by us and make these Challenges of the Month exciting and awesome. So a huge thank you again to them, and my recommendations passed on to you. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, for this Challenge of the Month. We're done. We're all dusted off. We celebrated passing 1 million subscribers together, and I'm so grateful for all of you who watch the videos, participate in the competitions, but most of all, who join in the festivities of our arty party. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Make sure to stay tuned, of course, for the announcement of the March Challenge of the Month. I have a few little exciting things coming your way. But that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. And while you're at it, check out my shop where I sell ebooks, brushes, photo references, video courses, and more. There's another video you might enjoy from my channel over there, and you can also check out my behind the scenes daily vlog channel, Daily Jazza. That's it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later.